Hello, my name is Ashish E. John. On behalf of Guru KPO, I want to welcome you for this presentation. Today we are going to talk about 10 common mistakes that we make in English. Sometimes these words may seem familiar, but these words are not similar to each other. So today we are going to look at few words that may be similar to each other, but their usage is different from each other. The first word that we have is practice. P-R-A-C-T-I-C. The other word along with practice is P-R-A-C-T-I-S-E. Now when we pronounce this word, both the words are similar in pronunciation. But when we use it, both the words are different. For example, P-R-A-C-T-I-C-E is a noun. And P-R-A-C-T-I-S-E is a verb. For example, when we say, doctor has gone for his practice, that means a regular activity which is conducted by a person. P-R-A-C-T-I-C-E. The very other word, practice, P-R-A-C-T-I-S-E, is a verb. That means an activity which a person is doing. Example, she practices every day for 4 hours. She practices every day for 3 hours. So practice can be used both as noun as well as verb. When we use practice as a noun, we use the spelling P-R-A-C-T-I-C-E. And when we are using practice as a verb, it is P-R-A-C-T-I-S-E. The second word which we commonly misuse in English is bought and brought. Bought, B-O-U-G-H-T, bought, and B-R-O-U-G-H-T, brought. Bought is the past tense of buy. That means you go to the market, you buy something. That means you are buying something by paying the money. That is what bought is, past tense of bought. I bought 5 bananas for 6 rupees. The second word that we have is brought, B-R-O-U-G-H-T. Brought is the past tense of bring. I brought the apple from the market. That means you brought it from the market. The third word that we have is your, Y-O-U-R and Y-O-U-R-E. And we should be very careful when we use this word, because Y-O-U-R means belonging to you, and Y-O-U'-R-E means you are. For example, your shoes is lying outside. In that case, we will use the first one. Your shoes is lying outside. But when we want to say you are a good boy, we will use the second one. Y-O-U'-R-E. You are a good boy. Now the fourth word that we have here is desert. And the word along with this is desert. Desert and dessert. There is a slight change in the pronunciation. There is a slight difference in the way we pronounce this word, desert and dessert. The first word, desert, means barren and arid land, a land which is very barren. For example, Sahara is a big desert. But the second one, which is pronounced as dessert, that means a food item which is served after the main meal. A sweet food item which is served after the main meal. For example, after the dinner, I would like to have a dessert. Dessert means a food item, a sweet food item which is sweet in taste, served after a main meal. Example, pudding is a good dessert. Now the fifth one is lose. Now when you observe this word, there may be a difference in the spelling, but it is pronounced in the same way. Lose. The first word, L-O-S-E, that means that something you have lost. A thing was there with you, but you have lost it. For example, I think India will lose the match today. L-O-S-E. But the second word, L-O-O-S-E, means something which is not tight. Example, this trousers is loose for me. It's not tight, it's loose for me. So we can see that if we do not know these words properly, we can make major mistakes while speaking and while writing English. The sixth word that we have is its, I-T-S, and I-T apostrophe S. The sixth word that we have with us is its and its, I-T-S and I-T apostrophe S. Both the words are pronounced in the same way. In other words, they both have the same pronunciation. But as we studied Y-O-U-R and Y-O-U apostrophe R-E in the same way, its means belonging to it. Its mean belonging to it. For example, I bought a computer yesterday. Its monitor is kept on the table. I bought a computer yesterday. Its monitor is kept on the table. I-T-S. But when we use the other word, I-T apostrophe S, that means it is. Example, it's a beautiful house. I-T apostrophe S, that means it is a beautiful house. Now we have three words with us, T-W-O-2, to, and T-O-O-2. All these words may be familiar in the way they are pronounced, but they are different from each other. For example, T-W-O-2 means number, second in order, 2. The second word, T-O, gives us an idea of direction. I am going to Delhi. He is going to Allahabad. It gives us an idea of direction. And the third word, T-O-O, gives us an idea of something that is large in quantity. Example, he is too good with me. The eighth word that we have with us is chose and choose. Chose and choose. Chose is the past tense of choose. You are choosing something. I would like you to choose a sweater for me. It's present tense. And chose, he chose a beautiful color for my house. He chose a beautiful color for my house. The ninth word, and we should be very careful when we use this word because they are very, very similar in the way they are pronounced. Dryer, dryer. D-R-Y-E-R, dryer, and D-R-I-E-R, dryer. Now the first one, dryer, is a noun. Please use a dryer to dry your hair. That is a noun. And the second word, D-R-I-E-R, is basically the second form of the adjective. For example, this place is drier than the other one. Tonk is drier than Jaipur. Now, the 10th word is a word which we normally misuse, literally. For example, he literally flew out of the room. It's not at all a right sentence because literally means something that is very, very true, something that has really happened, and we know that no one can fly from the room. So this is very wrong to say he literally flew from the room. Probably a correct usage will be he swallowed the grenade and he literally blew off. That means his body parts blew off. That is the exact meaning of the word literally, something which has really happened. I believe this lecture was of great help for you. For more information, please visit www.gurukpo.com.